Alright guys, DJB here. The moment we've all been waiting for. Just got here. I just got finished posting the pre-video, and it is now 2:05. I just signed for this. Up on top here is a list of the delays that were involved. There's the order date. Paid in full on 1/16/19. Was due mid-March. That was changed to mid-April, then end of April, then due spring 19. Due May, due mid-May, and due mid-June. So they didn't make the mid-June deadline. They made the May, well, beginning of June. So, but here it is. So I'm gonna do a live unboxing, and I'm connected to a cable here. My battery went dead. So I figured, let me do it this way so you get the actual live shots. I can say I'm pretty happy it arrived finally. Packaging is pretty nice. The box is a little beat up, but the box is pretty thick. So I don't see any damage at all. You can see the package has been opened. I guess that's been opened for the updating, because they did say they were updating every single one of them that came in. Let me see if I can get my daughter to hold the camera for me here for a second. Kayla, can you hold the camera here while I get this out of the box? All you got to do is stand right here. I want to get it out so I can open it up. Nice to have a videographer. Stand it up on end and slide it out without knocking the house down. It is very heavy, to say the least. Get this box out of the way. Sorry. And let me just get the top open here so we can see what's involved. Okay. I'll grab it now. Thank you. Alright, so we got it out of the box. We got the box out of the box. Comes with a pretty cool poster. The poster is a little wrinkled, so if you want to hang the poster up, you're probably going to have to put it under glass or something to get the wrinkles out of it. But that's pretty neat that they send you that. It would have been nice if they had a nice T-shirt, Denon T-shirt in here for all of us guys that are waiting for this thing. Okay, right here we got the IEC cord. Looks like a 16 gauge IEC cord. I will probably change that to it. Maybe it's a 14 gauge IEC. I'm going to be changing that to a 12 gauge because I like my wires thick and heavy. So we got that. So we got here a nice piece of foam. Can I borrow you one more time? I gotta get this out of the box now. I need to hire a photographer. Anybody looking for a job? Okay. Put this off to the side. Tilt it up. Pull that out. Pull this out. Lose the box. Got it. Okie dokie. Thank you again. Alright, here we go. So we got the Prime 4 out of the box. Everything looks as it should. We have a box of goodies over here, or a bag of goodies. Get this paperwork out of the, this foam out of the way here. There we go. Okay. Let's see what we got here. We have, I'll tell you everything that all comes in the bag here. I can get it open with one hand. We have a USB cable, or that looks like the connection cable for the sound switch. That's what that looks like. It's a sound switch cable. Put that to the side. We got the screen protector. This is where you need 3 hands. Because the screen protector has got a nice felt on the inside. I guess that's to keep it from scratching. It says Denon DJ on the front, and it's a hard Bakelite. So it encapsulates the top of the screen so it won't fall off, I guess. But that's that part. Then you've got a cleaner for the screen. One of those little felt pads. Software download instructions to download the software. Download and prepare and play. Create your ultimate Prime experience. You got important safety instructions in 5 languages: English, Spanish, France, Italian, and Dutch. These are the 4 mounting screws for the hard drive I was talking about earlier. And I guess that's the barcode for the unit, or the serial number. And the Prime 4 manual, and that is in 6 languages. It's funny that they put 6 languages here, and oh no, there's 2. You got 2 English. You got your quick start guide, and you got the appendix in English, but you only have the 4: Spanish, France, Italian, and Dutch. Okay, so let's put this stuff to the side. I hope I get everything in the in view for the video. And what we're going to do right now is I'm just going to go over, a quick look at it. And then that should bring this video to about 10 minutes. And then what I'll do is I'll bring it in the office and I'll get it up into the case, and we'll go over all the features. So right now, all the buttons, the touch pads for sampling and looping and all that stuff, and slicer, they're not clicky buttons. They're just like touch sensitive. They don't push in, so I guess when you just touch them, they do what they're supposed to do. The play and cue are clicks, very smooth feeling. Same thing with the sync button. Search is also click buttons all the way up the side here. All these buttons have clicks every time you push them, but the touch pads do not, and neither do these hotkey loop, roll, and slicer. They're sort of like a click button, but they're not. Pitch control, it's a little tight, but it should be. But it's very smooth. Same with the faders, same feel. They feel really nice. Your left and right and through. The crossfader feels nice and smooth. Very, it doesn't shoot all the way to the other side, but you know, it's pretty loose and feels good, and it is a changeable fader. You know, I could see if one of these go bad, what do you do then? Do you have to send it back, or can the user replace it by taking it apart? I don't know. Key lock, vinyl, slip. I don't know if anybody has watched the Rick Webb when he got his and did his video on his. He was saying that the platters, when you push them, they just keep going. I don't know if they changed it, but one complete revolution, 1.5 before it stops. But that might be something that they can adjust in an update when that comes out. Let's see what you got in the center here. You got your crossfader, you got wash, noise, echo, and filter on sweep effects. You got your headphone volume, level, and your mix. You can either go to Q or master. And this top one here clicks in the middle, so it locks it in on 0. And those are nice and smooth, and they are like a rubbery feel. The only thing that concerns me on these, I don't know if you guys have ever had an old piece of gear that had that type of plastic or rubbery feeling material, and then after like 5 or 6 years it starts getting really sticky. I hope that doesn't happen with these. But these are very rubbery feel, and they feel nice. There's no cheapness about it at all. Your sweep locks in the middle. Also lows, mids, highs, they lock in the middle. And your levels on the top are just a straight sweep across. You got effects buttons on the top, which click when you hit them. Back, forward, load, and load. So that would be load deck right, load deck left. And the button in the middle, people said that feels cheap. It doesn't really feel cheap. You know, that's your select. You know, you can select your track, and then you can push down to select. Where are we at here? 12 minutes. We're going to go to 15 on this video. So I don't want to put too much stuff. We'll just do the overall, and then we'll do section at a time. Got your effects here. These buttons here are all nice feeling buttons and very smooth knobs. These do not. These are like there's no ending to them. You go either way, and they just keep turning and turning. And that's the same with all of them. There's no off position. Microphone, talk over, off, on, levels. On your top mic, you have lows, mids, and highs. On your second mic, you got lows and highs. You got echo level and echo on and off for each channel. On this side over here, the deck is exactly the same. It mirrors the left deck. And you got effects 2, which is the same as effects 1. But on the top you have the zone and booth out. So you got your master level. And for booth you got your level, lows and highs, which is pretty cool. Most booth outs don't have that. And then for your zone you have your level and your lows and highs also. And channel assignment here. So assign what channel this goes to. I believe this is your power button. It's got a nice little rim around it so you don't hit it to turn it off while you're playing. Oh, I should focus in on it. Right there, your power button. It's got this little edge that goes around it, and you can't push it down if you push on it. You have to put your finger in it to push it down. Your SD card slot, and then your flash drive slots, slot 1 and 2 for USB. Let's take a look at the screen. The screen is a lot different than what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be very loose, but it is not. And it's got the pull-out on the back, so you can lock it down, and it's very sturdy. Let's get a good better shot of it. And I thought it was going to be something that was chintzy, but look at the size of the holders there. I guess you got your data cable in the middle, and you can adjust it from this level, and the increments go up at about, looks like about a ½ an inch per click, and then you can go all the way up to straight up like that. So that's pretty cool. So let me swing this around. Take a quick look at the back. We're at 15 now. We're going to end this real quick. Just take a quick gander at the back. Well, maybe that isn't the power button up there. That's an eject button. That's what that is. I'm sorry, I spoke too soon. That's an eject button for the drives. Here's your power button here. Power button is a smooth button. It doesn't click. It just pushes in, and that's it. You got your IEC, 2 USBs. You got a USB B, and then you got your I guess your link is for the sound switch, which is right there. You got zone out, booth out, master out, balanced and unbalanced, and then you got mono stereo switch. You got line 4 with line and phono, line 2 and line 1 inputs, line 3 input, line and phono, and you have 1 ground on the back. There's not 2 grounds. You really don't need 2, but. And then your microphones are either XLR or 1/4 inch. So alright, so what we're going to do is end this video right now, and I will get this in the office and figure out why there it is, it's focusing now. We'll figure out why my camera keeps going into autofocus, and then we'll take a closer look at some features. I'll get it up in the case, and we'll look at the measurements, and then we'll fire it up and get some music in it and see what it does. But like I said in the previous video, if you have any questions, fire them off either on Facebook or on the YouTube video that I post on Facebook. Alright guys, get back to you shortly.